Bro, if you don't move your crusty ass fucking head, I'm fucking fake. Get your crusty ass fucking finger out my face. You're gonna run up on me and hold up the damn. Yeah. See, if you notice, she has a different energy for the woman who works there than she does for the people that are waiting in line. Because, see, the woman that works there, she knows won't do nothing because they want to keep their job. The people in line that don't work there, she makes sure she watches her damn mouth. And she's a little bit more she's respectful with them. But when she knows that you're at a disadvantage because you are worried about losing your job, she takes advantage of that. I noticed that with police officers too. People will talk crazy to the police, but when there's a civilian that says something, they watch what they say, but then they'll turn around and get crazy with the police officer because they know the police officer won't do anything.
Okay, now somewhere.
You clearly saw me in line. No, not somewhere. How about man on my back? Like I said. See, somebody else should have jumped in to speak to her before she got herself arrested or beat up. Somebody should have came in there and like tried to speak to her and walk her down. But everybody's just kind of watching the crash out in slow motion. Nobody cares until it's too late.
It's not even working, man. You want him, so you want to do. You want to.
I mean, I know the people don't care because, you know, they're going to work hourly and they're going to have to pick stuff up and restock anyway. But it's just kind of like the principle, like you're letting somebody just destroy your location and no one's going to touch her because they don't want to be called racist or aggressive. Kicking something with open toe first sandals is insane.
Oh my God. Is the police on the way? Oh my God.
And now somebody's trying to step in, but yeah, that's a woman. She looks a little bit on the masculine side, but they're unaccountable. You can't say anything to them. You can't do anything to them without facing consequences. Even in situations like this, people will still stick up for her and say, oh, you were in the wrong for stopping her. And everyone's solution is call the police. It's like we're in the United States and everybody's only solution when it comes to dealing with black people, especially, is you just lean on the police because basically they're the only ones that can deal with them legally. But this should be a public thing. The public should be able to deal with these type of situations. You shouldn't be afraid to defend your space or the place you're shopping at. You know, these are the stores in our neighborhoods. We need these stores to stay. If you allow your friends to shoplift, they're going to close the store where you live. And then what are you going to do? Now you're driving 30 minutes away. And then if you shoplift there, you're going to lose. And then that's when you develop something called a food desert. And these people literally live at Dollar Tree. People that go to Dollar Tree, they stay there. They are always at the damn Dollar Tree. They get their food there, their groceries. They get all their items from Dollar Tree. Why would you let somebody come in there, put it at risk, and then they might end up closing the store because there's too many problems there? All it takes is a few fights, a shooting, a couple of arrests, and then the people are saying, you know what? Let's just move the location somewhere else. It's a lot of trouble at this one. So you're literally contributing to the lack of resources in your area when you're not intervening and not stopping people that you know are from your demographic from doing stuff like this.
Calm down. Wow, this is crazy. I don't even know what I get.
And now she's just walking around barefoot like she lives there. I mean, there's an old saying, some people don't have home training, but you're not allowed people. I mean, I guess it's not a thing. Disciplining children is not a thing anymore. Raising children to be respectful, or even raising children, it's not a thing anymore. These kids can't read, they can't write. A lot of them are on the spectrum, so things are confusing for them, and then they act out like this, and they have a bad temper, and they want prison because, well, that's the only place they can be guaranteed to go. They don't have to worry about paying bills. They don't got to deal with the stress of a love life or going to work. That's why they like jail. They do things like this so they can get locked up for 3 months and get out for a month, and then they commit another crime to go right back. It's the revolving door. It's because our legal system isn't necessarily punishment anymore. It's too lenient. That's why I always advocate for removing birthright citizenship. That way, repatriation of certain people will be on the table no matter what. You can literally excise them from the country. They will never be allowed back in here, a permanent ban. That's how you deal with women and people like this. That's how you deal with them.
This is crazy, bro.
You make sure they cannot come back here. Look at this mess. And I'll be honest, this is violence in my opinion. Vandalism. You're knocking stuff over. You're trying to pick a fight with a woman. That's violence. That's violence. But again, nothing's going to happen to her. No one's going to say anything. She can just tear up your store and you're going to be the one to suffer. That lady was in line. She said, I forgot what I even wanted. I don't even want this no more. I feel you on that. Once you see that, you're ready to leave. You don't even, why do I want this? It looks trashy in there now. It's terrible. But I don't know. You guys let me know. What do you think? I mean, would you have said anything to her? Would you just mind your own business and go to another store? Do you care if the stores in your neighborhood get closed down due to vandalism and crime like this? Some people don't. Some people do. Let me know in the comments. I'll be back on with another topic in a few minutes, and then we'll go back live. Remember, America first, America only.
I've been needing to find a new apartment, which has not been easy with credit as bad as mine. Luckily, I found cosigning.com. They connected me with a cosigner who helped me get my dream apartment for me and my dog. I just paid a small fee and was able to move in fast. Get the cosigner you need for the apartment you want. Check out cosigning.com today.